Hi, everybody. This is Barbara Drazga, aka the Deal Diva. You know that I am an Amazon seller. I source wholesale, private label, Aliexpress, Alibaba. I'm headed to China in September. Woohoo! Again, I'm really excited about that. I'm headed to Woocommerce. You guys know I am the creator of the Bundle Masterclass. I have many of my students who are in this webinar. Thanks, guys, for showing up. And you might recognize this handsome man next to me, whatever side he's on the screen, and your screen. But this gentleman is Neil Twa. And I've interviewed him before. He and his team created this incredible tool that we talk about in the Bundle Masterclass called Ace Inspector Pro. And it's just this really powerful yet easy to use. That's not what we're going to talk about tonight, but I just wanted to kind of make the connection between Neil and what we're talking about tonight. So they've come out, Neil and his team has come out with this brand new tool, just launched this week. I know he's been working on it for a while in order to really lock it down and make it completely robust. And it's live. I'm so excited. I started playing with it 2 nights ago. And hint, stay on till the end because we got a special offer for you. And he's going to tell you how you can actually get cash back, earn money from the stuff you're already sourcing on AliExpress. Yeah, he had me at hello when he told me that. So anyway, I'm going to stop talking now. You know my name is Barbara Drazga. I'm going to put some links in the chat so you guys can look at them later. You can go to dealdivawholesale.com/Ali-tool. That's A-L-I tool at the end of the webinar. And why don't you go ahead and take it away, Neil? Tell us a little bit about yourself and just start your presentation. Oops, Neil is muted. Unmute.
Hey, all right. Thanks for that. So I appreciate you guys. Oh, that's cool. We're good. I don't know if I muted myself or whatever, but that's all right. So, hey, everybody, I appreciate you joining me here inside of my little home office here in the country. Talked a little bit about myself. We had some pre-conversation a minute ago, and jokingly somebody called me a kid, which, hey, love you. God bless you. I have 4 young children. I am by no means a kid. But I do appreciate that. I want to share some things with you. Barbara and I have a history. I've been teaching e-commerce and building businesses and SaaS around drop shipping, fulfillment, Amazon. I was on Amazon starting in 2012 and got that model rolling and had like 8 private label brands. I have 1 major brand left in that space, but we do Shopify, we do SaaS, we do physical products, digital products. We have a company now that's topping, I think, over last step, I think it was like 34, 35 people, somewhere in there. So we're pretty serious about what we do. And we really pride ourselves on building good products, sustainable, long-term products for people. And by building these types of things, our goal is to really help you guys out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share some information and some knowledge to you guys today. I'm going to teach you something so you at least walk away with that. We have like what Barbara said, a special offer for something cool with this software. I want to show you how it works, how to maximize it, why we built it, and why you should consider using it. So I'm going to share my screen with you right now, and then you are going to tell me if you see it okay. In presenter mode here, and we'll bounce back and forth, and the screen might get a little jiggy on me. And in fact, actually, I'm going to do something real quick. I am going to stop sharing my video because I don't want it to hurt my bandwidth, because I'll tell you why in here in just a second. So I am going to shut off my video, and I'll make you guys listen to me for just a little bit, if that's okay.
Yeah, I've done the same. I've done the same. I agree.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, again, I live in the country. I will talk about that in a second. But what I wanted to get into was building a drop shipping business, selling really high profit, low competition items with software support, with manual support, and automated support. Through that particular process, which is where we're going to talk about the specific tool today. But the goal, buy low, sell high with really good items, okay? Not just generic per se, but good and competitive items, because that's really where the money is. So turn off your cell phone, close it down, grab ready. I do speak kind of quickly. This will be a recording for those of you who might want to go down, not up. I know we have the ability to speed things up with conversations, but most people turn mine down because I like to talk kind of quickly. But I'll try to keep it within a reasonable conversation level for you guys today. But do me a favor, while we're respecting each other's time tonight, let's pay attention. So that would be awesome if we could all do that for each other. That makes it more important for you guys to kind of hear what's going on, because this is the question to get right out of the gate. Is it for you? Are you on the right plane today? Did you get the right ticket on the right bus? If you're involved in e-commerce and you're either starting and looking to start, including setting up softwares and systems and processes and people, etc., or you have an existing business in the e-commerce space, then you are in the right place. You are on the right bus. You've got your seat on the plane and you're ready to fly. If one of these things do not match up, you probably are on the wrong webinar. Let's not waste each other's time. Let's keep moving, okay? So I like to get that out of here off the table because I literally had people get on webinars and go, oh, I thought this was XYZ. I'm like, no, you are in the wrong place. So what are we going to learn during this topic, workshop, learning, etc.? I'm actually going to teach you something about drop shipping, sourcing products, saving time, saving money, because that's a big component of doing this kind of business model. As was just explained by Barb, saving time and saving money, heartache, headache, changing your clothes if you're out in the hot Arizona days, running through storage buildings, etc. How you can actually earn money with physical products with less stress, and how to build a process of automation to kind of do that. We're going to talk about that. So for those of you who don't have an history, you're on the left side of that column a second ago. You are in startup mode with your business. You are in research, getting started. First few products have sold. I caught the bug. I'm looking to make this thing go faster. I could be making $1,000 a month. I want to make $10,000 a month, okay? What you need to understand is you are in the right place. You have the right seat on the bus. You are going towards a $4 trillion industry by 2020. $4 trillion, folks. I'm not extremely good at math, but if I were to take over, 0.0001% of that, or even like 2 more zeros and a 1, I think that could make a pretty good amount of money, don't you? In a $4 trillion industry. So by no means is the industry of e-commerce, private label, wholesale, drop shipping, or other types of selling online gone. All right. So don't listen to all this hype about it's the next. Listen to the industry. And the industry says it by no means is going anywhere. It's still rocketing up. Okay. For those of you who are not aware of Aliexpress, it was mentioned a minute ago. I want to clarify. It is part of the Alibaba group. It is a big conglomerate. It is one component of it. It's a forward-facing component to single unit or multi-unit sales, whereas Alibaba, as we might be familiar with from Amazon selling, etc., is MOQs, hundreds of units at a time. You're buying in quantities in order to repackage and private label that, whereas Aliexpress can be bought 1 unit at a time on demand. All right, no inventory. It's a beautiful business because you can literally take the cash before you even buy the product. That's what I love about this business, cash up front, right? Who doesn't love that? That's better than Craigslist, right? Because Craigslist, you have to go and get the person and get the product and get the money. In this instance, I take your money, then I send you your product. Now, the burden of the delivery, of course, of that product and the obligation is on me, but it's a beautiful model when it comes to not having to work the physical movement of products around. That's where drop shipping is really powerful. And if you don't even understand what the Alibaba Group is in terms of its scale and capacity, it hit a sales record, okay? The new Amazon Prime Day was actually taken off of Alibaba's sales days when they get their vendors to do a big deal. Happens once a year. They made $25.3 billion in sales in 1 day. That's how large this is. So if you think that there's not an opportunity to sell something on AliExpress, you are sorely mistaken. They broke the sales record from 2016, if you can believe that. And I'm really curious to see what's going to happen in 2018, and knowing it's going to be a $4 trillion industry by 2020, where they're going to fit into this whole puzzle. So we know e-commerce. Why do we know e-commerce? Because we've built e-commerce platforms. We've been sellers. Dropify and Asset Inspector Pro are 2 other components of our group. They are products that do research in different angles, Amazon being one, and Dropify being the support and automation of product movement through AliExpress to your Shopify store. It automates and scales to the, what do you mean? Does it scale to $1,000 or $1,000, $10,000? What about 100 products, 10 products, 1,000? We have sellers that are doing 1,000 units a day that use Dropify to automate their systems. That's how powerful we know it is. Each of those holds somewhere around 50,000 customers between the 2 of them. So we know e-commerce. So who am I? All right, there's me on the right. This Barb and I met the first time at this econ conference that we held called Econ Pro Academy Conference. We had Kevin Harrington, my good buddy there. I've been on stage with Jay Abrahams. I have a history of business and e-commerce. Founded 7-figure SaaS companies. Left in 2007, left my IBM position as a global business partner and moved to my own business. I've been published in Success and Entrepreneur Magazine. These are things you might think are interesting or cool or whatever. What I find more fun about this is that I live on 40 acres. I have a dish connection where I pay ridiculous amounts of data for. to live on 40 acres in the country in Missouri with my wife and 4 daughters. I've literally been in some component of technology and computer and online since that picture in the corner, my 6th grade picture when I was programming a Mac 2E computer with the old 5 1/4 floppy. So I am 42, so I'm not a kid, but I'm also, I'm not cracking death doorstep either. So those are the most interesting things about me. I'm going to leave that to the table so you at least know a little bit about me. I play in the country. I play online. I've been around. I prefer to be in the country. But before we before we go, I want you all to agree on a few things with me as we go on to the same page here. We all want to create a well-oiled e-commerce sales machine, right? We all want to create that. We all want to make as much money as possible doing it, right? Can we all agree on that? I agree, right? Can we agree that we don't want to slave over our business in the hot sun, as it may be, or whatever circumstance that might be? Can we also agree that we don't want to build someone else's wealth by working a job, right? It's the old adage about the guy that comes in one day and says, son, you're going to be like me one day. And he says, this is the car that I own, and if you just work hard enough, I can get a new car, right? Let's not be those people. All while spending time with our families, critical, okay? And while making amazing money and stop doing the things we hate, right? Can we all agree on those things? Give me a hands up, a Zoom flash, or whatever it is that happens when Zoom gives you the thumbs up or whatever. If you can agree on one or more of those things, give me a hands up. Let me know what you guys think, right? Because I think you can agree on many of those things. And if you're here tonight, then you should be able to agree with all of those things, right? So here's the framework we're talking about. You need a research automation tool. You need an Aliexpress account. You need a Facebook account, Facebook or Google in terms of authentication with the tool. We'll talk about that in a minute. But you need this framework in order to really kind of make the drop shipping place work. So if you want to sell profitable physical products, let's wrap up that whole drop shipping thing, okay? For basic on page, we're all up on the same speed right here. You go to Aliexpress, you buy products, you sell them at low quantities to lower profits, and you mark them up 200, 300, 400, 500%. You arbitrage them to determine their stability, meaning I sell low and buy high, arbitrage being a fancy word. And you mark up the prices, you run traffic to those, and you rinse and repeat and scale the winners. That's it. It's a 3-step process. Let's not overcomplicate this. There's working components, but this is the process of drop shipping. Would you agree? For those of you who are aware of drop shipping, that's how we sell profitable products. That's it. And of course, it is really easy to sell physical products in the method I just told you. It's incredibly profitable. We're talking about 300-500% markup on a product, okay? And in my experience, all that experience I just talked about, it can be really time consuming to find the right products. We develop these kinds of softwares in order to keep that kind of time. In fact, we are now tracking over 13 plus hours saved. It's going to be higher than that. It's going to be 2025 here very shortly as we continue to grow our customer base. So we set out to solve the biggest sales problem that I hear constantly that sellers face. The absolutely number one question I always get from sellers through my coaching, through my selling, through even stuff you and I have talked about, Barb. What the blank do I sell? Right? What do I sell? Right? So introducing Ali Extractor. It is going to be the number one tool. In fact, it is number one right now in JVZoo for the best product in overall revenues. So guess what? We're going to tell you right now how to get paid to source new products and products you already sell using Ali Extractor, all right? It's almost like literally because of the branding, it's like the redheaded stepchild of ASIN in a good way, right? But it will become the last and only product research tool you'll ever need to find high converting profitable products, best-selling products for drop shipping stores while getting paid. Okay, there's a little hook on the end. While getting paid. That's a big one. I'm gonna talk about that. So you're gonna be able to slash your product research by up to 80%, find sales volume, sales revenues, and net profit for almost any AliExpress product, wholesale costs, fees, product availability, and so much more. 20 to almost 25 data points. We'll have 50 when I'm done because I'm going to keep developing this thing even deeper and deeper. So watch while I show you. I'm literally going to back out of this now. I've told you what I told you. You've got the same framework. We should be on the same page. You should all understand the basics of dropshipping. If you don't, if you're already doing dropshipping, you should understand some of the value propositions of where we're headed with this conversation. So I'm literally going to back out of this. And I'm going to pull up a browser, and we're going to do this, all right? I'm going to show you how this works. All right, so we're going to go to AliExpress. Imagine that, guys. So if you're commenting, I apologize. I don't see the chat per se. I will put this right here if there's anything. Yes, yes, yes. Lots of yeses, absolutely. I literally didn't hear that. I know you guys were saying yeses back there. I heard the ding. Awesome, absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. Cool. I'll check back with you guys in just a second. Barb's back there. I'm sure she may answer some questions which you guys have as we go forward. So let's get this thing up here. Let's get her full screen. Let's speed this up here so it makes it really easy to see. Barb, if you're unmuted or mutable, make sure that you can see this, okay?
Yep, we can see it. You're good to go.
Okay, rock and roll. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to do any pre-programmed searches because I think this is fun. I don't have any pre-programmed searches that are supposed to show you some kind of like scripted result. I don't think that's a fair use. It's like going to buy a car from Craigslist again, and you want to buy the car and the guy has it running already when you show up. It sounds kind of weird. I've had this happen to me, and it's like, well, what's the deal with that? And of course you turn the car off and it won't start up again. So we're going to cold start this car, guys. Sorry about all the car analogies for those who aren't interested in those. We'll work on some new analogies. So Aliexpress, let's quick history this thing, 30 seconds. Aliexpress is 100 million plus products that can be drop shipped to you on all kinds of shapes, sizes, quantities, colors, types, categories, okay? All the different categories. And those of you who are familiar with Amazon, this is not going to be a new thing for you, right? You understand the framework of e-commerce, okay? So I'm literally just going to come up here and I am going to pick something. Let's say wind generator. I'm picking that because I didn't have an idea in mind and I could have just searched for wind generator and we might even do this. So this is a big product, but high ticket is not a bad thing necessarily in drop shipping because I'm not shipping this thing until someone's already paid me. So unlike Amazon, I don't have to look necessarily at what? The cost of shipping a large product, right? In fact, there are guys out there who will do the drop shipping teaching and coaching who are exclusively into high ticket products. And some of them are rather large, but they make ridiculous commissions every time they sell one, all right? And since they're not physically warehousing the product, they don't care. So here we have a search. First thing you might notice is this little bar right here. This is up to $9.74 or US dollars in cash back. What is that? Okay, so the tool is actually telling me right up front how much I could earn up to by buying this product. Now, some of the variables are different. You click to learn how, you find out. But this is giving us an idea of what additional money we can make on this product to not only just lower the cost, but in essence, pay us for that product. It's better than wholesale pricing because we're looking at wholesale pricing on Aliexpress, right? Very cool. So what I would normally have to do with 6,082 results, and some of you are probably familiar with this, I'm going to do a little bit of filtering up here for certain kinds of variables. But for the most part, you know, I'm going to filter through hundreds to thousands of these listings looking for products that match my criteria, right? I might do, again, a few little variable searches up here. But you know who else is doing that? All the other sellers. So are we going to end up bumping heads in the competition space? Yeah. Is it always bad? No. But do you always want to go down the rabbit hole of everybody else? No, because that's where you miss some of these opportunities, especially trends. We'll talk about that because trends are big. You want to take advantage of them. So what we did is we said, look, what can we do to make this easier, faster, and better? So we invented Ali Extractor. So Ali Extractor literally lets me go in a single push. I can pull down everything from the front end of this product in just a few seconds, okay? So it's gonna do its research, it's pulling all of its data. My bandwidth is probably sucking just a little bit, so this may slow down for us. So I'm pushing on it right now. So while that's going, we're gonna come over here and we're gonna look at the different components that are actually working here for us in the background. So we're gonna look at a bunch of different variables. Now, one of the things that's also frustrating for people is that at this top level, it doesn't have a lot of data. You might notice this right off of the case. There is only so much data I'm looking at. So how am I supposed to normally go through and find this data, right? I'm supposed to come in here and, you know, open, open, open. And then I'm gonna dig into each one of these, dig in, dig in, dig in. And I'm gonna look at each variable. Is it work? Is it not work? Okay, and then I'm gonna see if it matches up with my criteria. One at a time. Pretty frustrating, right? Because there's so much data here to be looked at and it's so diverse that it's really frustrating, okay? So what if instead we were able to literally push a button and make it happen? So let's reset that to doing its search. Again, I may have a lot of bandwidth pulling on my system because I got some stuff. Hold on just a second. Let's let it do its job. think it might be slowing down on me. There it is. Okay, sorry. So partly it's pulling data from my end too. So that's part of what's going on. Plus it's pulling server data. So this is why we might have been a little bit slower than a few seconds. But all right, here we are. So we're looking at the first page of results, which is literally all of those search engine results right here that came back. We're now looking at the first 48 of them, page 1. Now, we can go and do additional pages. I can literally come over here and change this metric to 3, 4, 5, or whatever, and I hit go, and it's just going to keep loading new pages. I can come down here and hit this, load the next set of pages, and it's going to keep loading. I can load hundreds and hundreds of products into this. But as you can see, at a glance, I'm getting all of the data about these products right here at a glance, right in front of me. Pretty cool, right? I'm also able to see who has ePacket and who doesn't have ePacket. I can quickly see the availability of it. I can see whether or not they have tracking, which those of you who know this, tracking is an important component of making sure the product arrives, okay? And I can see cash back. I can see opportunities all over the place. I can even see cash back up to $57 on some of these products. Very cool, right? So that's just extra money I'm making right here. So we have the cost of ePacket right here, all right? It's 0 for these. Now, if I refilter, I can look and see, you know, those that do have costs for ePacket and those that don't have cost. I can look and see, okay, what are the most expensive ones they're selling? What are the least expensive ones they're selling? You see the power of this right out of the gate? Okay, I can even see all the different types of keywords that are being generated for Win Generator. I can click on any one of these and go deeper. I can go specifically into Aliexpress, or I can pull the data on that keyword right inside the tool. Very powerful, right? So we can have handling, availability, we got the tracking, we got the ratings. Let's say, okay, I want a product that has good ratings. I want a product that has good reviews, all right? I now am establishing product opportunities right in front of me. There's a product opportunity for this whole thing that just popped right out in front of me, and you saw how fast we did it live in a structured setting, a non-structured setting, with a structured set of data, right? Just like that. Pretty cool stuff, right, guys? So I took all of these products right here, and instead of going one by one and looking at each data and trying to determine the power of each data, I literally pulled it all down in one setting, okay? So I can literally come into settings, and I can look and see at the different settings that I want to enable or disable depending upon what my value to me is. So maybe I don't need all these settings. Maybe I don't really care about certain things. I don't really care about this or that, or showing the item number, or even this, you know, actions, we'll get to actions. Or, you know, the store. Don't care about those things. You know, description, that's really here nor there for me. I can literally just tell it to go away, and it's gone, right? So I can customize this screen just to exactly the kind of data I want to see that's valuable to my business, and it's available to me right there, okay? So we've got cashback settings. I'll get to that in a second. That's where you actually enable the cashback feature for you to earn the cashback that shows up in this column, okay? And we also have the pro seller tips, which I would encourage everybody to get involved in. The little video here will explain what's going on. But we got a series of onboarding messages, tips, information, and training that is pushed out to you over 30 days to help you maximize day 1 to day 30's use of finding these products and making them work. Definitely want you to check that out, okay? So let's look at filters. Filters are going to be extremely powerful, all right? So we come to the filter, it pops down, and we're immediately able to see a few options right out of the gate. We're able to execute the filter search, recover anything that we've previously set as a filter. So once we set some of these filters, I can literally come back and apply the last filter. So if I'm doing a search pattern and I'm in that search pattern, I don't have to change it up very much, right? And I can clear the filters and start all over, all right? It's very simple. Possible filters are defined for me. Exact match, partial match, numeric formulas, combined numeric formulas, and combined numeric formulas by percentage. There's over 1,000 different ways for you to filter this data, okay? Very, very powerful. So let's say, look, I want to find all available ePackets. So I'm literally just gonna say, okay, boom, just like that. I have just taken and eliminated the work of all that other product. Just in a second, like that. I just want available product, right? So let's say I wanna look at quantity. Well, I wanna look at quantity that is a specific amount, okay? Show me that a specific amount. Why is that important? Well, if I'm going to start crushing a couple hundred sales a day, I don't want this person running out of inventory. And they got to have ePacket tracking because that's critical to my customers. So I've taken 48 results and narrowed it down to 4 opportunities just like that. And longer than it's taken me to explain it to you. It took me longer actually to explain it to you than it took me to push the buttons. So here we are, we're looking at this. We can even eliminate and say, okay, we want more than at least 10 reviews. Okay, we want a rating of at least, more than 4 or 5, but we're already there because we're down to 2. We can now see how they're selling, and we can even see what revenue and opportunities there are. Now, to make profit for a product of this size and magnitude, you don't have to move a lot of units. So for those of you who might be going, just literally off the cuff, there's not a lot of units sold. Well, they're selling these for a lot of money. Okay. Retail price, packet price, costs are all here. Very cool, right? So we can actually continue to filter these products down. We can determine their availability. All right, so let's go back here, and we are going to clear out the filters here. All right, so let's come over here and clear out the filters. Then we're going to come over and look at this. Under actions, we've set some pretty important actions here for not only saving favorites, products we really like, or searches that we really like. Let's say we really like this win generator search and we want to go deeper. So we save the win generator search. We can come down and manage saved products here, and we can manage saved favorites down here, okay? So we can go ahead and just add this one to our favorites, and it's there for later. Cool. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to say, all right, what is the real profitability of this individual product? So we're looking at it as a whole, because I've got my markup to 100% by default. So let's watch what happens. I'm going to put this at like 500%. Bam, all the numbers in the screen just shifted. I don't know if you saw that. It moved pretty quick. But now I've been able to see how many units is this vendor moving, which is important for me as a drop shipper to determine whether or not that product's actually moving, how much it's going to cost me for those many units to be moved, right? I can break that down by individual units cost here in just a second, right? Because those are literally right over here, individual cost per unit, plus the packet cost gives me my total cost, right? My total cost, what's it cost me per unit, one product. And then I can see, what is it possible for me to actually make with a product moving that many units? That right there is going to tell me what's the real potential of these products. And as you can see, there's some opportunities popping up here for moneymakers. Now, this may not be the best search win generator, okay, because we're doing that on the fly, but we can find some different searches. And in fact, if some of you want to test some different searches and see how it works, throw it in the chat. We'll test it out, okay? We'll pick those up in a minute. So that's looking at it holistically. We're looking at all of these things, which is killer because I got all this data now pulled from the back end of all of these listings, and I'm pulling it to the front end, and I'm moving quickly because I don't want to waste time. I'm looking at wind turbines, for crying out loud. I don't want to spend all day looking at wind turbines. So we're going to come over here and revisit the net profit calculator. It's going to tell us what is the product going to cost me, whether or not I got a price for e-packet, what my total cost per unit would be, how much I can actually make in each one of those units in cash back, which is going to lower my cost of a unit. Okay, see how that works? What my retail cost potential could be. If I literally put this in the market, I could put it in there at 500% markup, right, where it says 500 for $1,143.18. That's what I could sell it on my website for. Okay, that's pretty cool, right? So 1 day, 1 month, 1 year, I can simply address the idea. If I sold 1 unit, what could I make for this? If I could sell 1 unit a day, what if I sold 30 of them a month? What if that was over a whole year period? What am I going to make? I could make up to $5,500 back in cash. I could have a potential revenue of $417,000+. The products themselves would cost me around $69,000, and I'm set with a gross profit of around $347,000. If I'm going to go way off the cuff here for a second, so follow me into right field. Let's say it cost me $100,000 to sell that. So I just had a then potential net profit of $247,000 on one product. You see, if I had to run $100,000 in paid traffic, because people always ask me that, how much money does it take to make money with drop shipping? How much money do I have to spend to make money? Now, this is a huge gross analogy here of spending $100,000 in a year, and for some of you, you just drop dead in your seat. Like, this dude's totally unrealistic, man. I'm not spending $10,000 or $5,000 or $1,000. He's talking about $100,000. Just follow me along through the concept, okay, guys? Because we're talking about some big numbers here. We can do some smaller product numbers in just a second, but I wanted you to see the big numbers here for a sec. You can see this right at a glance where you need to be. Business numbers, extremely powerful, and that's just one product in your revenue stream. People think of their stores as a revenue stream, and I'm here to tell you, you should be looking at your products as a revenue stream. You should be looking at each product's potential, hear me out when I say this, to make you $10 to $100 a day. Now, if each product makes you $10 to $100 a day over a year, and you have 100 products doing that, would that not make a good business model for you? Right? Can I get a yeah? Do you understand? Yes. So are we thinking that one product is going to be our home run and we're going to make $400,000? No, because that's the wrong way to think about it. But what you should be thinking about is, could I find products this fast, this easy, with cash back, and without having to spend my life doing it, right? Minutes to maybe hours versus days to weeks or months, okay?
Hey, Neil, can I interject for a second? Because I'm a numbers person, right? So I just got my little calculator on my phone out and I did $10 bare bones minimum. Let's say you're netting and you're doing drop shipping. So you don't have any cost of goods sold. All you have is marketing costs. So let's say after marketing costs, you have $10 in your pocket, in your hand, and you have 100 products and you do that per day. So that's right.
Yep.
That's 365 days a year. That's $365,000 a year.
See, the thing about it is to take the small parts and components of this and look at the bigger picture. Don't start at the bigger picture and try to look backwards at the small.
Yeah, I just had to do that math a couple times. I'm like, wait, if I did what?
Right. So it does, all of a sudden it adds up, right? So that's what I want you guys to be thinking about here. I'm looking for good product opportunities that I'm not necessarily going to spend $600-700 to acquire a customer. What's realistic is maybe $6 to $10 for you guys to acquire a customer. But we just pushed a button called Win Generator. So let's just get another. What do we got? We got some ideas. Let's just play with the ideas. We got moon lamps, yoga mats. Okay, moon lamp. Wow, I didn't. What is them? Is a moon style lamp or?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. And that caught my attention in that because that seems a little bit fun.
Camping or hiking, electric bicycles, moon lamp.
Electric bicycles, etc. Okay, so we can see the cashback opportunities right up front here. We can click on this and let it go to work back here. It's going to pull this data in the background, moon lamps, related searches, availability and data. We can immediately go and start doing our filter again, right? So I cleared my filters a minute ago, so it's not going to let me recover those because I cleared them. But let's go ahead and just do our quick availability. Let's do our available e-packet. Okay, we've eliminated a few of those already. There's our shipping and handling. Okay, let's say we want our cash back to be more than, is it even possible to do more than $2? No, $1? Yes. Okay, so we get more than $1 in cash back on some of these, which is great. Every dollar helps. All right, so we're going to look at clearing that. And what is our profit potential? Let's say I want to make more than, I'm using simple profitable or possible filters, right? You guys can get even more complex into your numbers, etc. So I'm saying, okay, what's the potential for $35, $45, $75? Okay, look, I can make more than $75 in profit estimated on the sales and revenues of this particular product selling these moon lamps. There's 4 opportunities. Would I just choose one of those with e-packet and e-packet tracking, or could I load all 4 of those into my store? Who thinks the answer would be one at a time or all of them? Because we're drop shipping, right? We could do all of them. And no, we're not selling them in Amazon. We're selling them in our own Shopify store, folks. On your own store.
Or WordPress with Woocommerce.
Or WordPress or Woocommerce or fire up a ClickFunnels. There's like 9 different ways to Sunday in order to sell them, but this is not Amazon, right? So you can come in and take a look at these, do a little bit more evaluation. You can come in and get individual net profit calculations to determine what profit potential is on a product like this, okay? Now we're getting into some numbers with that kind of markup, okay? That will support different things. Now let's say I wanted to get a little farther with this product. Okay, we looked at the profitability of it. We could even go farther into top seller. So let's look at this product and say, okay, they have a lot of quantity. They're moving some decent reviews. Their estimated costs and retail revenues are pretty good. This is getting a little more realistic for one of the products we could sell in our store. We even got, look, LED lamps, table lamps. You can go sideways. You could create alllamps.com. Just sell nothing but lamps. And you could find hundreds and thousands of lamps in here to put into your store, right? So let's say we want to come over here and find trending products. We literally click on this, and it's going to load up trending products for that particular seller. All right, that's going on over here. So I just literally uncovered another 24 product opportunities to research. So while that's doing that, let's come over here. What we have here is trending products, okay? This is top selling products from this seller. So now we're seeing other products that this seller is moving in quantity. We can see this seller's trending products. So what kind of products are trending upwards in terms of sales, volumes, availability, amount of units, okay? meaning they're moving pretty quick. So I see immediately, there's a word I'm thinking, and I know you know it, Barbara. What am I looking at here? It starts with a B.
Sorry, a bundle.
A bundle. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, I'm answering questions. We've got some skeptics in the chat saying, well, this doesn't have anything to do with wholesale and bundling. And I'm here to tell you, it does. We're going to tie it all together, guys. Think outside the box, okay?
Product research, right? It's not, we're not talking
raw data that
raw data.
Hello, have you ever gone to search for a bundle, just one product from one of your bundles on Aliexpress, and like 4 hours later you come up for air and you still haven't found one supplier? Think about how you could short circuit the research process using a tool like this. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. So you're looking at a different marketplace with a different product source, right? Amazon, we would look for, things like Alibaba or other online places, looking at different types of keywords and stuff. And ASIN Inspector would help you reverse search those places into, say, even Walmart and Target, et cetera, like that. For AliExpress with drop shipping, we're looking at your own website. It's a different channel to open up the door for opportunities. And very quickly, can you go through and find the data opportunities that are there? You can even, in one click, download all the images, right? I'm not wasting any time here. I'm literally going to click, and there are all the images, both main and variant images of this particular product. How long would it take me to have done that by hand?
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Anybody wanted to do it. And of course, we see right on the page here, what is the eligible cash back. I can literally click on that button. It's going to pop up the calculator tool and tell me. All right, I see 124, but it's going to tell me exactly what I can get for this product based on my different settings. Okay. And I can click this one into Ali if I want to go a little bit deeper on this individual product. So if I'm just doing product research manually, I'm just coming through and looking at products or whatever. Each one of these products, if I want to go deeper into it, I literally just click that button. It's going to pull that product detail up for me, or I can look at it holistically, which is coming and looking at all the data, right? So you're looking at huge amounts of time saving. I literally one click to that one. And for conversions, this is probably my most favorite. We integrated with the product review app, which basically allows, it's a free app from the Shopify marketplace. You install it, right? You can put any kind of 3, 4, 5 stars and sort by default or latest, and literally click the download button. The product review app gets installed into your store in one click into your Shopify store for free. You upload these reviews, and then if you decide to sell the carving 3D moon lamp night thing, you have immediate social proof on your product listing. Do you understand how valuable that is?
So it grabs the reviews from the AliExpress listing,
puts them in a format for a file that's ready for product review app. You go into this and you upload it, and bam, done. You have social proof on your listing. How many believe or understand the power of social proof
on your Shopify listing?
On your Shopify listing in a few seconds.
So guys, I know that this is kind of a little bit outside of what we normally talk about. We normally talk about creating bundles for Amazon, right? But the reason I'm introducing you to Neil and this tool is because I'm headed in the direction of, I like to mitigate my risk. And all Amazon has to do, you have to blink wrong at them and you're shut down, right? Now, what if you could take all the bundles that you've learned how to create through the course, and you take all these bundles and now you can put them on your own Shopify site and have product feeds coming in from AliExpress based on what you find on this tool. So now you own the entire environment, and then you drive ads to it. So this is the next level past bundling that's just going to add another tool to your toolbox. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
I just wanted to tie it all in together in case some people were confused that, hey, why aren't we talking bundling? We are.
Well, we are. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm selling a lamp called LED lamp. Well, maybe I'm selling the primary lamp, or maybe I'm selling the actual lights. Well, I would put that into my listing.
There's a bundle.
Yeah. There's your bundle. Now, it's not AliExpress, but Dropify can pull those bundles and pull them all into Dropify. Not a sales for Dropify. Go check it out yourself. But literally, it would automate the bundling process of moving them in a single click from AliExpress for anyone who orders. You can create multi-tiered bundles in Dropify. Very, very cool. So this sets you up to find the products, to create the bundles that can be bought in a single click, right? So if you don't know Shopify, yeah, you have to learn Shopify. It's literally
Sorry, I'm going to argue with you on that.
No, you just need to go. I mean, it's the store where you can
sell
WordPress. You can do WooCommerce. I'm not here to sell those things or talk about
I would just outsource it, guys. That's just me.
Yeah, well,
I
there's
know
that
what my
too. Absolutely.
superpowers are, and it's, research and
Where's your
creativity.
superpower?
I don't want to do Shopify. I don't want to create Shopify. I want to conceptualize what I want to sell. If I want a niche store for wine lovers, for examples, or something, that's my job. I can outsource the whole Shopify creation thing. I don't need to learn it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we can see just at an individual, here's this product that I can turn around and mark up. I had the default set to 500. If I want to play with that, I can come to 200. I can literally go to 300. I can go to 400. I can go to 500. Let's say I want to shoot the moon and go 800. Why not? Right? In a moment, I can see exactly what it's going to take. So let's say I know I'm selling 10 of these or 20 of these right now. I can literally just see that immediately tell me what I'm looking for. Right? Normally, you're getting out calculators and doing other stuff. You don't have to do that. Let's say I could sell 1,000 of these in a month. There we go. Right? I know guys who are selling things like this at 1,000 a day.
Yeah, I just saw, it's funny. There was this really cool product that came up in my feed, and it was just basically the store, the Shopify store, and they've got all these little gadgets and it was $15. And then they were charging $5 for shipping. So I went over to Aliexpress and I found it for $3.50 free shipping.
Right, exactly.
They have to pay for ads, right? And they have to pay for Shopify, etc. But that markup, and they're charging $5 for shipping. So yeah, and there was like I don't even know how many shares. There was a whole bunch of like thousands and thousands and thousands of comments and shares and likes and everything. So I'm going to crack that. That's my next, that's a project I'm working on with the wine glasses that I just got.
Excellent. Excellent. So here's one where $3.44 of extra cash back is going to take off the total cost of this product, right? Wow. So you just earned yourself back. It's 20, instead of 43, it's going to be, what is that, 39 for that particular product. So you took the wholesale price, what you would normally charge here. You'd have to go buy this in the store for probably at least $200 if you're doing 500% markup. Let's say you're buying it at maybe Target instead of or Walmart instead of Target. So we're looking at a 200% markup, right? You can immediately see what your profit's going to be. I can see what my cash back potential earnings is going to be to lower that cost of units. If I set my CPA cost to be at or above cash back, then cash back just became a bonus for my cost per acquisition. So paid traffic. I'm now looking at it at paid traffic and saying, wow, okay, dang, I could sell this product at this price point if I kept my cost per acquisition, my sales, paid traffic at below $12. You see how I'm working this?
Yep.
So this is no longer an opportunity for me to look at it and say, oh, I couldn't sell that product. It's too high. I don't know how to do the traffic or whatnot. There's a training button right up here. We'll go over in just a second that will tell you what's going on. So over here, I can literally select all, deselect, invert, delete selected, remove anything I don't want, and I can get the data out of here. Here's the last kicker for this one. And I'll talk about some more other things. If I want to take all of this data and I want to send it to my VA or ready to upload into my store, let's say I loved all of these products and I want to put them into my store. I literally go export to whichever format makes sense to me, CSV or XLS. I'm literally going to pull that down. It's going to give me all of the data just like that. See how fast that happened? I'm going to pull it up in my tool here. There's a couple column formatting changes that I have to make in order to import it into Shopify as one example, or you'd make a little bit of formatting difference into Woocommerce or whichever platform you like to do. But it literally is going to give you, and that's my little computer here chugging along in the background, is going to give you all this data just like that, including the original URLs you need to tag them backwards into your store. And there's all your data. Couple column changes, formatting changes, and bam, you upload this and you're on your way. That simple, right? So we are in full research mode, guys. We're not in how you sell these on a store or not. We're in full research mode. So to that effect, of course, being coaches and trainers and stuff in the background, teaching people and making it work, we have a training button. We have a training button down here, okay? We have a like over here. Go like our page. We post good stuff on there too. This takes you to the help portal, okay? The help portal has training. It's being updated daily by our team with content, updated walkthroughs. How do you deal with us in accounts? How do you deal with us in support? Okay, wow. I've got questions. I open a live chat. I need a ticket. I open a ticket. These articles and stuff go through detailed walkthroughs with videos, etc. Okay.
Wow.
Everything is built in there to help support you, and it's going to keep getting deeper and deeper as we go along. Right. So you do have to have traffic. Traffic isn't that scary, folks. Putting eyeballs is not as scary as you think. The challenge people have is making something like the product work in terms of its sales. But now, here's the kicker. You know the product can work. We're telling you it can work. You're looking at the data. The data will prove that it can work. If I'm going to sell a product from Aliexpress, I don't want to sell without ePacket. So I'm not going to sell one of these. People make that mistake. I'm going to sell one of these because this has tracking and ePacket available on it, right?
Cool. Very cool.
Very cool stuff, all right, guys? All right, so let's keep going through here. This is the tool, but let's swing back over here for a second. Let's keep talking about some of this. So let's recap some of this and go through it, and so we're all still on the same page, right? Product selling, best-selling products. We can determine now what's best-selling based on its amount of units moved, based on its retail potential, based on the amount of reviews we just saw, based on all the data that was literally presented right in front of us, and we unlocked what I like to call hidden gems, high-converting, profitable products that even give us great cash back, which we earn, okay, for using that. Heck, if you guys wanted to go buy one of those windmills and earn the cash back yourself, you could do that. You could use a tool to go do that. You just discounted yourself 5, 10, 20, 30. I've seen $100 cashback options for buying those products that you buy all the time anyways. So you could just use it as a shopping tool if you didn't want to use it as a product tool. That's huge, you know. Know your profit margins, identify your competition, determine the USP, unique selling position of your product, okay? That's how you frame it when you sell it, social media, Facebook, AdWords, however you're going to move that product, organic search, and understand how to grow properly with the best sellers. The profit calculator, you literally saw me go through and click, 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 and that thing showed you exactly which data points to look at, what your specific needs were, what are your profitable opportunities, and be able to filter it quickly through profits. We showed you trending products. Literally in a click, I can show you trending products for sellers, top sellers, okay, that are moving quickly and are opportunities to be sold, right? You can get ahead on some of those trends. Pick the product, get the real world value, like literally 50 ways to view the data. We showed you that a second ago with all the exact and partial match combinations you can do to filter the data. And all types of sellers can get involved. Wholesale, private label, drop shipping, okay? Flawless filters, instantly filter data points. You saw me do that in a second. I was able to eliminate the product types I didn't want. It gave me that immediate answer to what the blank do I sell, because now I'm looking at the ePacket. I'm looking at it's free to get the ePacket. I'm looking at the tracking on the ePacket, 3 critical components. I'm checking the reviews. Does it have good reviews? I'm checking the amount of units moved. Do they move units? Yes. I'm validating all of those things, okay? Here's a cool thing, the inspiration generator. I literally didn't tell you about that. Let me go show you that real quick because I'm going to recap it anyways. The inspiration, I call it brainstorming. Literally, bam. You don't have any idea for a product that you think you want to get started. I don't know what to search. I literally gave you the opportunity right here to just find new products.
Wow.
You can dive down into piggy holes as much as you want, finding things you've never thought about, magnetic eyelashes, to sell in your stores. Okay?
For everybody in here who says, I'm not, in all the webinars, same group of people, I'm not creative, Barbara. I wish we were creative like you. You don't have to be creative.
No. Push the brainstorm button. Find a product to dive into. Find an opportunity. You're thinking, well, I don't know anything about paint by numbers. I don't care. Nobody cares.
Bodysuit. This is cool.
Push the button and find out if you have a product you can sell profitably. Right? Paint by numbers. Okay, store and save. Doing your product research, okay? If you got a license for yourself and your VA goes in and creates product research capabilities. They store and they save. You store and you save. Here's the product opportunities. Here's the XLS file. I'm doing manage. You saw me do the favorites a second ago. Okay, I pushed the button and I stored the favorite. All right, I was able to come down here and say manage favorites. I can look at my selected products, or I can open my favorite products, okay? And I can see products that I'm looking at, I'm researching, I'm thinking are interesting. Okay, I can literally come over and save that particular product keyword just like we did. Boom, product is saved. So now it's in my favorite products. And I can come over and make, okay, paint by numbers. Let's save it. Bam, I got a filter. There it is for later. Right? So I can start building up those components of that and start saving those things. And we're going to have a lot of cool stuff with that, right?
Well, so basically, as this ties into bundling, you guys, you could have maybe 3 items that you want to source on AliExpress for your bundles. And save the favorites of all 3 of those and basically build your bundle in this tool.
Build the bundles, store the critical keywords, save the searches, build a pipeline of profitable products and bundles, okay?
Wow.
On what you want to sell in your store. So we did the magic light bulb, we'd like to call it, idea generator. Bam, don't have any ideas, don't know what to sell. What the blank do I sell? We'll get in there and determine whether it's profitable or not, right? You don't care. You shouldn't care. Let me rephrase this. As your coach on this call tonight, you should not care if you sell fuzzy bunny slippers to grandma or peace pipes to some guy in Colorado. It doesn't matter. What it matters if it's profitable. That's what matters. What matters is, can you sell it to somebody? And the answer is yes, you can. So if you're out of ideas, you're stuck on what to sell, hit the button and dig deep, okay? E-packet identification, we saw that. It's huge because if you're going to sell AliExpress products, there are China-based products and there are also US-based products. And in fact, we identify US-based products very quickly by doing a filter. You can simply filter out anything China if you want and just show all the US-based products, okay? E-packet is the way to sell if you're going to come from China. Your best wholesaling cashback opportunities will come from China, and that's okay. The fear that my product isn't going to be delivered usually comes from the fact that I can't track it properly, or my customers are afraid, or I haven't set the right expectations. Again, here's another pro tip, number 2, from your coach on the call tonight. Set the right expectation with your customers up front, and that is gone. They will wait for the product if they feel the value is inherent to what you sold them on. They will wait 10 days for it, no problem. You can sell it to them, and you can set the expectation on your site. Don't hide it from them. It takes this long to get it. Guys, I have people I know selling 1,000 units a day or more from products shipped from China, and people wait to get them. So don't let those things and whoever's stalking that fear out there knock it off, okay? So you can find the e-packet, you get the free shipping, you can find it fast, you can sell it fast. Product reviews, critical. Don't get on AliExpress and sell products just like you wouldn't do on Amazon if you have not looked at the reviews, okay? Find out if they're legit. Don't look for scanners. Find the top reviews. Find the top rated reviews. Find the number of reviews. And if it matches up with its availability, its e-packet, its units, its profitability, its cashback, you got yourself a product to run with. And guess what? There are thousands upon thousands of those. Find them, rate them, review them, take those reviews and increase your conversions, right? Put your social proof down. That's my evil laugh, right? Retail revenue estimator, how powerful, right? We looked at it. It's literally a column I showed you on there that will tell you the retail value revenue of a product by simply coming over and looking at the retail value of those products. Refiltering, okay, that's not great, but what am I gonna do? Filter, okay, now we're talking. Does it make me $100,000 a month? No, but if I had 10 of these running that did make me over $100,000 a month, now I have a business, okay? That's what we're talking about. So, yes, I saw that question real quick as it flashed by. It is random keywords at this point, but the next level of enhancement with the tool, we're going to be constantly upgrading this tool. If you have any experience with me whatsoever, we have these softwares that go very deep, and we have tens of thousands of customers using them because we go deep, deep, deep into this. And this is going to be enhanced, the snot out of it. You're going to get every one of those as we go along. I'm going to tell you about that in a second. So estimated product revenues, gauge the selling possibilities, learn the better products with higher earnings potentials, go to the right direction and sell the right product. Cashback, it's like literally looking at free money. I don't know how to say it any differently. It's free money. And if you can sell the CPA, if you can run some traffic, if you can acquire a customer for $5 and the cashback is $5, then the profitability column stands. That'll be your net profit, right? Pretty cool. Use the cashback for yourself. Buy something. You want to get something from China, you're willing to wait? Cool. Buy it, earn the money back. It'll be less than the price you can find anywhere. Anywhere. Earn while you learn, right? Start selling and start learning. Earn while you learn. Shop for yourself, shop for others, shop for your store, shop for Christmas. Put it for your store. Buy it at wholesale prices. Move it into the market. Here's a couple of big ones I found earlier. Handbags and watches. Big sellers online, folks. And you can actually sell them in drop shipping. Don't be afraid of the prices. It's totally different than Amazon, for those of you not aware. But you can earn $8 on this one and $10.22 on that one. Big. You can acquire a person for $10 to buy that watch. Okay, you can. And sell it for $250 or more. I know it's being done. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but I know it's being done. And you can make good money. 4 key areas of selling this all effectively. Research, products, fulfilling, and scaling. Remember, we're keeping this really simple, folks. We don't want to overcomplicate it. So we do it the old way. We're going to research all these items. We're going to spend all this time researching. We're going to try and capture all the products. We're going to spend all these minutes and hours. We're going to spend at least more than 30 hours a week with product research. How do I know that? Because I've done it myself. I have a team. We have tens of thousands of customers. I'm using data to substantiate this. It is not made up. Okay, folks? That's a full-time job for a small operation. What if you wanted to research 1,000 products? Because you could. 551 hours? Who's got time to do that? That's insanity, right? Good products can change your business. Hear me. If you don't hear me for any other part of this Good marketing alone cannot sell a product. If they want the profit, they will buy it. It must be profitable for you. And you need it to be profitable so you can build a sustainable business. You need to find the profitable product. So the new way of doing this is to research in a few minutes, capture the right 10 product details, and do it in less than 4 hours time frame. If you're doing it yourself, you can do it in less time if you get your VA to do it. This is if you're doing it, right? Who could spend 4 hours finding the right product? Take 1,000 of those and bump them out. It's 183. That's still horrible, but you could now look at almost 1,000 products for 183 hours, where if you were to go do it right now by yourself, it would take you over almost 550, 600 hours to do it and have 1,000 product opportunities to look at because they're there, right? And you're going to find it a lot easier with Ali Extractor to pick one of the winning ones and go after it. So how many hours are people saved? To date at this point, over 44,000 hours have been saved. How do I know that that's going to be just like old news here shortly? Because we've saved over 1 million hours tracked with Ace and Inspector. So come back here in a little while, or use the tool and come back in a little while, and you'll find out that number will double and triple because it's going to save people tons of time. Download the data. That's a lot of stuff. Data mining is really what it gets down to. I'm not going to read every one of those. Data mining, find the products, basically jump to the bottom, find low competition, high profit winners. That's the point here, okay? So cut your research times by 80%, get accurate product research for your business, and save your sanity. So here's my questions for those of you who are paying attention. You want to get your time back, run a business you can scale, find products that can make you money right away, just like we literally did on the fly. We found products we could sell today and make money with. And you want to spend your time on revenue generating activities. People think product research is a revenue generating activity, but it's not. Okay, folks, it's not. So hopefully you answered yes to one or all of those questions. If you did, let's walk through exactly how to set this up. Research, competition spying, source the products, sell your business, okay? Product research, spying on your competition, find them, organize them, save them, skip the spreadsheets, skip the manual hours, find out what your competitors are doing in the marketplace, see how their inventory sets up and grab their data points in their products and know what position you should be in. Simplify the product sourcing, selling on Aliexpress, or excuse me, selling on your website from Aliexpress. You can even get your virtual assistants to help make it go faster. And again, locate products quickly and effectively without wasting time. Time is money, folks. You can't buy it back. You'll never buy it back. So scaling your business is pulling literally unlimited data, instant sales trends, exactly where your competing products are, find your bundles, discover the unique product ideas, research source, scale with your VAs, and build your empire, your drop shipping empire. All right, I've seen it done. So if you're ready, you want to jump on Ali Extractor and you want to get going, here's how we're going to do this. For those of you who are friends of Barb tonight, this is how we're going to make this work. One license would normally run you $497. An upgrade would be a way more than that, which means a lifetime upgrade. Plus, I'm going to throw in a mini course, sales training within the help portal that you're going to get access to that's going to basically teach you the ins and outs. And I'm going to get you inside track access to brand new features, stuff no one else is seeing, things that are in my brain, things the team are coming up with, just fantastic stuff. You're going to be the first to see it, use it, and get value from it. So all of that we're going to bundle up for about $4,487 retail, okay? But of course, friends of Barb, you get a one-time $97 opportunity for Ali Extractor. We're going to have monthly payments later on. We're going to have renewals. We're going to have all kinds of stuff. But you're not going to pay for that. One time, forever, to use the tool. Get your cash back forever. All that stuff is yours. Everything we talked about today, all the opportunities you've got to find products, source products, and do it as quickly as I literally just showed you with pushing buttons, and set yourself either on the path to getting a store online and doing it with the right products, or enhancing your product research in Aliexpress right now if you're currently selling and doing manual product research methods. Wasting your time, money, and effort you cannot buy back. DealDivaWholesale.com/Ali Tool will give you the early bird $97 price point. I'm going to raise that price point here shortly. This is the truth. I already told Barb about it today. So she can, no one can call me a liar. This is the truth. I'm going to raise that price.
Yeah, this is the intro price, guys. Somebody's saying, isn't that the price on the website? Yes, it is. But that's because that's the intro price and it's going up. I want to say next week. They keep, I'm not sure if it's, I know it was supposed to be like the 9th that the price was going up, but I know you've had a lot of demand for it. So you might want to kind of throttle back is what you were saying this afternoon to me.
Correct. Yep,
So
we may end up throttling back closer to the 6th.
closer to the 6th. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So don't hold me to that, but that's a real possibility right now. In fact, I'm actually considering moving the price on and truthfully, this is the debate today, as I already told you, is to move it to the 2nd, which is Monday.
Yeah. So it's already Wednesday. So, and guys, this isn't $97 a month. This is $97, period.
Lifetime, one time, one price. That's it. No annual renewals, no monthly fees. I'm never going to tap you on the shoulder for Ali Extractor price points again. Unless you want to buy another license or do something else, this is the one-time use, right? Use it as much as you want. Pull as much data as you want.
Wow.
You can authenticate it to as many machines as you want, as long as the Google, Facebook authentication for our privacy and security of our tool attached to one of your existing accounts. So if you have a laptop and a desktop, you can load it up on both of those as long as they're authenticated to the same account. Pretty simple, right? That's for piracy, guys. Most people don't go out and start jacking with everything, right?
Hey, somebody asked, and I'm not sure if this is included in somebody asked, do you teach them how to drive traffic with ads? That's like a whole different level of training, but I know you guys do some advanced training.
There is an opportunity for e-com sales training if you want. It'll show up in the funnel if you want to, and that will answer that question. It's optional. Don't need to do it if you don't want to, but if you're interested, it will be available for you in the funnel. Absolutely. So there's that training. There's training in the help portal, but we go way deeper, way bigger. For those of you who are interested, that is going to be in dealdivawholesale.com/Ali tool. You will be given the opportunity to do a very detailed training, and I'm talking detailed. Big names, I won't name them right now on here, but big name e-commerce sellers you will recognize who have partnered with us as part of that training. And we'll give you the A to Z beginner to expert training. And we're talking about guys with, high 5-figure a month, high 7-figure a month e-commerce and drop shipping specific experience, teaching you exactly how to wait. Okay.
Yeah.
So those of you who are,
I'm in.
Well, you should know about our training. You should also know, because Barb, you've been involved with us, that our trainings and our coachings have less than a 1% refund rate. It's industry knowledge that that's how we work.
Well, you're not a stranger to me. I think the folks in here, you're all my followers, kind of my tribe. You know that I don't just bring you random people. I vet them. I had beta access to this tool so I could play with it. And I know Neil and his business partner. I wouldn't have brought this to you if I didn't think this was like the coolest thing since sliced bread, and I'm in. I'm going to use this tool. So Joanne says good until midnight or for the next 30 minutes. Joanne, Neil, you want to take that?
So I'm really till the end of this call. Next 30 minutes is what I set the timer for. You got the opportunity. You could come back later if you want. That's up to you, Barb, if you want to extend it out in your however you want to handle it.
I'm concerned that you're going to max out and raise the price like you talked about this afternoon. So guys, just go invest the $97.
We are going to raise our price. There is no, you see it happened. I'm standing on that. I'm not backing up. That's going to happen. So
I knew it was going to happen by the 9th, but then
no. It will happen most likely by the 2nd.
Okay, and seriously, guys, just forget Starbucks for the next months, and that $97. It's lifetime. It's not monthly. And look at all the stuff you can start playing with tonight to create bundles, to start looking into having your own Shopify or Woocommerce store. This is just cool. I think it's the coolest thing since sliced bread. I'm excited about it. And yes, please go.
Look, we saw product opportunities. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. There was a lag.
Somebody was asking. Please go ahead and go through my link. It is an affiliate link. I get a little bit of spiff for this, but that's not the whole point. The point is that this is a really cool tool that I think is useful for anybody who's selling online, not just on Amazon, but also on your own website.
Everyone else is going to pay more. There isn't an inside track that's for Barb. So you guys are going to be part of a different segment of people who get notifications for our beta tracked features, which means others will pay for those and you won't.
Oh, cool.
That's part of the inside track access that I'm putting in for you guys right now for your friends.
Oh, man.
So they're going to get access to the cool stuff that others are going to have to wait for later.
Okay, so Ida wants to know who's teaching the course, but Ida, as I understand, Neil just answered that by saying there are 6 and 7 figure sellers in there who are teaching different aspects of the course. It's not a secret.
Correct. Nope. Myself, Lowell, and a number of other names you will recognize teach how to go from start to finish on Dropified shipping to create a real product. And how do we know that's successful, and why can you trust that training? I have Dropified, ASIN Inspector, and now Ali Extractor. Yep. And we have closing in on 50,000 customers. So we are not little in our expertise. I don't know how to say it any differently. We're not, we don't hesitate. We stand on what we do. We know what we do, and we know how to do it very well.
Yeah, and you mentioned Lowell Rempel. I don't know.
Correct.
I mean, you guys have heard me talk about him before if you've been on some of my webinars. These guys are just cool. They're solid. They're successful sellers, not just Amazon sellers, but they're, they've got multiple businesses. I went to this huge conference they did, this training conference. It was so intense. So I'm behind both Lowell and Neil, and that's why I wanted to bring this tool to you. So go to dealdivawholesale.com/Ali tool. And sign up for $97. And
look, I got a 30-day guarantee. I didn't even mention that because, I mean, it's a nice fluff for those of you who need it, but it literally is decision time, folks, because the deal is the deal. It's pretty simple. Okay, you're looking at what's 100 divided by 30? $3 a day. I'm doing math in my head. Can you spare $3 a day to find a product that has the single opportunity to be identified to make you $200,000 a year from drop shipping? And I'm talking about profit. Look, I mentioned this a minute ago. It's going to tell you revenue. I'm just going to recover this because I want to make sure we're very clear about how this works. It's going to show you gross revenues. This is a quick business lesson. Gross revenues do not equate to net profit in your pocket. Let's make sure we make very clear net profit in your pocket, okay? This is revenue opportunities from sales based on units, based on markup, okay? This is the profit or gross profit you will get from those combination of events occurring, meaning you sell one of these a day, all right, over 30 days, over 1 year, and you're going to gross $306,000. If it's going to cost you $102,291 to buy the inventory for that product, okay? You following along? Everybody still with me?
Yeah.
So my gross profit is $204,000. If, big, huge if, I could get out a large like whiteboard and write if on it. If it cost me $100,000, let's go big numbers, right? I like big numbers. Then I just made $104,582 in net profit, right? That's what we're talking about. Is it going to cost you $100,000 to run traffic on a moon lamp? No, no, it's not. Not even in your worst day would you spend $100,000 in a year running. If you're doing that, please stop. You're hurting my brain. Okay, you're hurting my brain. Don't do that. You guys can get in, you can find these products. Look, available. Every one of these products is a potential. I'd start here, 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 and here because look, I'm making more than $3 cash back on every one of these products. That means that, look, I could spend up to $10 and still have a $7 CPA to make one person buy one unit of my LED lamp, lashes, office study, brightness, folding desk. You see how that works?
Oh, cool. Oh man, I know what I'm going to be doing tonight. Glass of wine or two, and hours later.
do not drunk product source. That is not a good idea.
I know.
I'm giving you trouble.
Pretty sure that's how I ended up.
Look, it really is it. I mean, yeah. So you could come in and look. You're like, okay. So guys, who are on Amazon here? Give me a yes if you've sold on Amazon at all. I'm just want to curiously. Maybe I should have asked that right out of the gate here, but I want to give you a yes. So there is a couple opportunities for those of you who aren't involved in ASIN Pro. There's a great lifetime opportunity in that as well, and the training opportunity for those of you who are interested. Just in full disclosure, when you click that link, that's what's going to happen. So when you are selling on Amazon, you have to slow down and remember that you got to buy the products.
Yeah.
Big gotcha there, right? It's a great business model.
Yeah, someone asked, you can do this on eBay.
You can do this on eBay. Oh my gosh, yes. Wow. Right? So I've been talking about traffic sources, but literally eBay, okay, you can list and sell a product for around $3 to $5 on eBay. I know that because I've done it. And you can sell it on Craigslist. You can sell it anywhere you want and you're still going to make the money. It's all eyeballs on offer. Okay, paid traffic is only one way. It's a fast way and it's a big way to do it. But there's organic traffic to your website. There are social medias. There's influencers. Okay, I'm gonna stop. There's like 10 different ways to get.
Because I'm playing around with this, guys. Like I'm aggressively playing around with other platforms other than Amazon. Though Amazon is a strong platform for me, I don't like the ambiguity of having them say potentially, "We don't like you anymore, Barbara. Bye." So I'm starting.
Well, there's that absolutely. In your own website, or even Shopify, or your own website, you control that.
Yep.
Way more than Amazon's ability to override you. It's true. And it's one of the gotchas about Amazon that's always in the background and always a possibility, okay? And this way we can kind of make some of that change. So could I, okay, this is what I ask myself when I'm looking at these products. Could I Or would I buy a product like this for myself,
right?
For $127? That's 200% markup. Let's look at this here. That's 400% markup. Okay. Would you have spent $213 buying that product? I know you guys confess to this, please. I know you're out there. I know you are, because you go to Walmart, you go to, Target, you go to these stores, you buy these products. Why not just buy it for yourself at $42 if you wanted it, and buy through here and get the cash back for $341? You just spent $39 doing it, $38, right?
That's cool.
We're selling for $213 because I guarantee you, with the right branding, you can sell that for $200. Okay, so here's what's funny about this, guys. Branding is so powerful, and it is a huge component of this. Now, branding is what's an opportunity for you, because you're buying from stores here and you're determining this is their branding, this is their storefront. Yours is, of course, completely different. If you're familiar with a thing that just occurred here recently, it was a makeup kit, brush kit, that was sold by one of the Kardashians. Okay? There's a point I'm about to make here, so follow me through this.
Okay.
It was found out to be a $29 or $23 makeup brush kit from Aliexpress. And she sold it for $360. And she sold millions of them.
That's
millions
crazy.
Of dollars. Millions
I
of dollars.
like the whole idea of selling. A lot of people get started by selling like $15 and $12 items, and especially on Amazon, man. After those fees and shipping the stuff in, I'm going to start focusing on more like $40, $50, $60 items.
Well, and let's say you want to get one of these and find out how the quality of it is. Because some people go, quality, always quality. Okay, so I get it. There can be quality problems. But I'm also going to vet this person and say, how many do they actually have in their inventory? Because that tells me if they're pretty serious about it. They're also going to tell me how many people have reviewed it and what their rating is. And I'm immediately going to get a higher confidence level in somebody like this,
right?
Okay, than somebody like that.
Well, and somebody's asking, how do you know the quality of the product? Well, Connie, just go order one.
Okay, yeah, it's going to cost you $12.54 to buy this product. You put it in your house, you find out how well it works. Go sell it on Craigslist for $65 when you're done with it, and then turn around and start selling it on your website.
Yeah. Hey, Neil, Michael's asking, do we need to unlock the Amazon Marketplace when you're placing the order for the Ali Extractor? He's saying, yeah, go ahead.
There's the Amazon. You're thinking about, is there ASIN Pro upsell that talks about the first offer you get for ASIN Pro? Is that what it is? Because that's totally a different question, I think, than we're.
Well, Michael's saying, I only have 5 minutes according to the timer. Do we need to unlock the Amazon Marketplace? So somewhere in that, when you go over.
Oh, yeah, that's ASIN Pro. If you don't have ASIN Pro, it's a great opportunity to do exactly what I just showed you today, even deeper with ASIN Inspector Pro for Amazon. If you're not familiar with that product, you definitely want ASIN Inspector Pro for Amazon. I wouldn't live without it because I couldn't find the products on Amazon that actually make me money.
So basically, I think it's a little bit confusing. Just go to that website to the link that I just put in there, and you can order Ali Extractor alone. But then they'll do, there's upsells. There's a couple.
Yeah, I did get you a couple of opportunities if you guys want it. That's in there for anybody. Yep.
And it says, Paula says there's a problem with the site accepting payments through PayPal.
That might be JVZoo, because JVZoo is using our back end. I'm sorry. If you do run into that problem, literally go over to the help for support with Ali Extractor, and we'll get you taken care of. No doubt about it.
Or just kind of close your browser and open it up again. And
absolutely. We have a fantastic fanatical support team. Love them to death. They will take care of you every way to Sunday. And here's in the tool itself, we have a support right here. That will let you in and talk to the people you need, along with even open tickets and other stuff. So for whatever reason,
the PayPal worked for a couple of other people. So it could just
individual circumstances. But literally, look, that's how I validate whether the product is there. If I meet the criteria here and I look at these things and I'm like, okay, cool, I could buy that. I just literally saw that at Target, or I could buy that, or I spent money on something like that. Well, sure, if you did, guess what? 1,000 other people probably will too.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm excited. Right. I know what I'm going to be doing tonight. So guys, go over if you think this is going to be like a cool thing for your business and help you make more money. I think that's what it's all about, right? Go ahead.
Well, and try it for 30 days. You get to 29 days.
Oh,
Look,
there you go.
give you a 30-day risk-free guarantee. If you can't find a product to sell and you can't see the value in the tool within 30 days, I will take your money back and no problem. I will take it back. There you go. You're on your way. Okay. That's simple, low risk, no risk. You're going to fall in love with the product. I know you are.
Yeah, just don't. Here's the thing, you know, when you buy it tonight, get in there immediately and start playing with it. I know if you're anything like me, half the time I'll buy some new tool and then it'll sit and then I'll be like, oh, what was that again? So this thing is powerful. Get in and play with me tonight. Oh, that didn't sound right, but you know what I mean. I'm going to be playing in this tool tonight. So you guys, when you get the tool, get in there and just start digging around and playing around with it a little bit and, you know, get a feel for it right out of the gate. Unlock
those opportunities. And by the way, this is not a total purchase like of whatever. This is per unit, guys. So you're going to win. You're going to win in this game. I don't want to tell you any differently. We are, you know, Shopify customers are going crazy for this because they've been looking for best ways to source even bigger into their automation backend, and they're falling over themselves to pick this up right now.
Well, and I thought when you first told me what the price. When you first told me what the price was, Neil, a couple weeks ago, I thought it was monthly. Yep. I thought $97 a month.
You know, we could get away with that, but we want to get this into the hands of as many people as possible because our whole environment, selfishly, is about e-commerce. And we know if we make you a great customer and someone who's extremely happy with us, then there's other opportunities for you to work with us. That's just good business. That's how we've grown. That's how we treat people. That's how we treat our customers and our GVs and our affiliates and our friends, etc. So no, I mean, I could get away with $97 a month for this, but that limits the amount of opportunity that everyone has.
Yeah, I agree. No, and I think there's plenty of opportunity.
Oh man, yeah. After working with over 500 students and making many of them millionaires, that's where I get joyful. That's where I get my joy from, is watching people be successful with it. So you're going to get some initial training in there. The help portal is in there for you. You can understand how to work the whole tool with walkthroughs and videos, and I teach a lot of that, and you're going to have all the help and stuff you need, guys. So again, you can get in right now, grab the link, one time, lifetime. Okay, you decide in 30 days. Yeah.
Go ahead and put up that slide with the link, please. There you go. So you guys
DealDivaWholesale.com/ALI tool, Ali tool. Get in, start using it, enjoy it. We want your feedback. I want your reviews if you're happy with it. Of course I do. I want to know we've done something well. And hang on, guys. Hang on, because my mind goes like 100 miles an hour, and you're gonna be excited about the next things that are gonna just keep coming with your insider track opportunity. You're gonna be the first to see them.
Cool. Well, I'm thrilled about this. I'm signed up. I'm in there. I'm going to play. So I look forward to seeing you guys in the tool. Go to DealDivaWholesale.com/Ali tool. If you have any questions, hit me up on Facebook. You can go to Facebook.com/groups/DealDiva, DealDiva. And you can also private message me, Barbara Drazga, on Facebook. Happy to answer any questions. Neil will answer any questions in that Facebook group too.
Absolutely.
Let me see if there's any last-minute questions here. Michael's saying thank you for your time and the wonderful offer, and I second that. Joanne's PayPal's not working for you. Joanne, just message me. We'll figure it out. Message me on Facebook, and also we'll get you hooked up with their great customer service, and we'll figure it out. And it could be as simple as rebooting your computer or something, but we'll figure it out.
We will help you make it work. No worries. Our support team, like I said, they're 100% awesome. Tell Greg hi, said a hi, and you guys will be in good hands.
Cool. Well, thank you, Neil, for coming on tonight.
Thank you. Thanks everybody for joining and staying involved. You're fantastic, and I've appreciated the questions and the thought, and hopefully you learned something from me tonight. If nothing else, you got involved in the tool, and we got an exciting relationship coming up, and you're going to hear a lot more from me as we go forward and with the tool and with other opportunities. And I'm just grab that, guys, take advantage of it. You can work with Barbara in her Facebook group. I know it, and she will help you with some of the product research, and you guys will unlock some really cool stuff.
And those of you guys who got it, go into if you're in the bundle masterclass, go to the private bundle masterclass group, and we'll talk about how to use this to generate bundle ideas. I think that would be fun, right?
Oh gosh, yeah, the bundle ideas. Woo, you could go crazy on the bundle ideas. No doubt about it.
All right. Hey, I will see you guys. Thank you so much, Neil. I want to respect your time and everybody who came on tonight. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. And I will send out a replay link on all of this, so check your email for tomorrow.
Thanks, guys. Have a great evening.
Neil. Bye.
All right.